Namaste, my name is Sanat Kumar. Welcome back to the Manana Podcast. Manana is a Sanskrit word that means reflection or contemplation. In this podcast, I'll be sharing my deep, insightful reflections for you to contemplate and hence live a life of fulfillment. I hope you find great value in today's episode. In the last episode, we saw the power of words. We've already discussed the importance of awareness and action in various other episodes. This episode intends to make the actions be performed with ease by giving you 8 reasons why you need to practice witness mode. Ease in action can be achieved through this popular yet working philosophy called the witness mode. That is to be detached from your body and mind and witness your life as it passes through time. Essentially, we are learning to say, that is not me, when we see thoughts, words, and actions that form various situations before us. We are practicing to see that we are not the object in observation, but the subject who is observing the object. This connects to Advaita further. If you are interested, you can listen to 6-part series on understanding Advaita too. Witness mode is just a fancier name. Witness mode is practicing detachment in its simplest form. I'll clearly mention that there are no mystical experiences involved in this practice. It's simply the byproduct of the awareness that you are not that. It's the application or practice of that wisdom. So please don't try to imagine yourself from a third-person perspective walking in the real world like in GTA. There are a lot of benefits in choosing to practice witness mode. I'm trying to articulate only a few that I have noticed have helped me. Benefits of practicing witness mode. 1. Prevents a lot of mental damage or leaving mental impressions or residues. By practicing witness mode, you are essentially creating more distance between you and your situations, right? So especially during low times, the thoughts, words, and actions of the situation will hurt you less. If not hurt less, it surely leaves less residue for the future. 2. Boosts your self-esteem. Because now you do not see yourself as the one limited to your situation, but the eternal observing the situation. 3. This too shall pass. You might have heard this everywhere and a lot of times. Not surprisingly, but obviously, even that wisdom nugget's origin is in this wisdom that you are not that. You are the witness. Whether it is high or low times or situations, it too shall pass. All you've got to do is be the observer. 4. You will realize how beautiful life is. Gratitude will be a natural offspring of this realization. 5. Provides the opportunity to be curious. It becomes natural to be curious as to how life unfolds. Because that is what happens, right? We start watching a movie and after a few minutes we just want to know what happens next. We want to know what happens to the life of that protagonist, right? That is the same effect you will have, but it will be more intense. 6. Insights or reflections start pouring into you when in this mode. Not just because you are curious, but because you have a broader view now. All realizations ever realized were due to the broader perspective, isn't it? 7. Concentration or focus improves. If we are stuck with our thoughts and emotions, mind in general, we are easily carried away, distracted by them. We tend to go with them and never even know that we got lost in its infinite loop. But when we try to practice being an observer, it's like viewing your life from the outside. So obviously you'll know what to focus on and you will be able to easily come back to your point of focus if distracted. 8. Ultimate life of freedom. By acknowledging to be a witness, one will have a great life because he or she will not at all be worried about the future. Of course, you'll have the freedom to imagine and plan, but you'll not be bounded by them. This sounds too cliche. However, it is true. It is hard to practice, but it truly works. How to practice witness mode? You can use these situations as triggers to enter into the witness mode. 1. When you are feeling low, or also when your life feels cyclic, be it through health, social, or any situation. 2. When you are feeling high, be it through health, wealth, or anything. When in these situations, remind yourselves that you are not that, and or this too shall pass. Use these quotes to remind yourself of the entire essence of being an observer. If you are already too carried away with the thoughts and emotions, or if you're anxious, take a few deep breaths. When I say deep breaths, I mean short inhales, long exhales, and then trying to remind yourself of the same, which I mentioned just now. You are not that, and this too shall pass. Again, witness mode is just a fancier name. It must be applied consistently again and again, practiced when needed, especially during high and low times, to reap the most of this wisdom. I hope you received excellent value in today's episode. To know more, head over to sanatkumarnahibi.com, and if you haven't already, check out my book, The Flower of Fulfillment. Thank you for listening, and I wish you have a great day.